Hey, welcome back to the channel. Out on the Chowan River again today, and got pretty decent weather. It's a little chilly in the high 40s, going to be probably touching 60 day water temps in the high 50s. Gonna do some pre-spawn power fishing, see if we can catch a giant. So I'm gonna get up on the trolling motor and go catch some fish. Why do you go that fast? We scare off all the fish. I think there are fish right here. Got a nice little pocket out of the current, out of the wind, getting sun all day long. I think I see fish on live scope, so we're gonna test that theory by throwing a wacky rig in there. Maybe we can get them fired up, and you know, it's just like pad stems right there that haven't come up yet, and it looks like fish swimming around. They look very big, but you know, it's always cool to investigate and see what you know, try to find out what it is that you're seeing. It'd be a lot cooler doing something and getting them to react. Also got some isolated wood right here out from the bank. Got a south wind, so you know, it's gonna push water up into the trees today, so I might have to fish kind of shallow, which is fine with me. Really limits what we can throw in there. These are spinner bait from jig, that type of thing. For a moving bait, squirrels don't really come through the really shallow stuff here that well with all the cypress knees. All right. Got a little guy. I ate it right on the surface too. I didn't realize it was hung up there, but I mean, it's a small fish. You can take a look at him. Got no color. I've been sitting on the bottom. Get him back. But been out here for about an hour and a half, hit about 3 spots, and haven't come up with much other than that fish. Didn't really want to throw a wacky rig, but it's something that these cypress trees and all these bushes and whatnot that you have on the bank that you can really, I use just you know, it's got a weedless guard on it, because the normal straight shank hook I use just gets hung up all the time. It's not very efficient. So I don't know if it's the most efficient bait. You can get in there and get out really quick with a 8-to-1 gear ratio. It's not like you're dragging it, you're just letting it fall to the bottom, maybe letting it sit down there for a second and then going. But if I keep getting bit this way, I'll probably switch to like a flipping technique, which should be way more efficient, and I cover a lot more water that way, especially if they'll bite that. I don't see why they wouldn't, but we're gonna keep with this and see if that one fish is a fluke or a pattern. Should never really be afraid to fish too shallow on these North Carolina coastal rivers. The bass live shallow, especially when you get that south wind like we got today. You don't really see it out here, but on the main river you'll feel it, and the water's coming in, so it's pushing everything up. They like to be up there. It's warmer, there's more cover, there's more food. You know, there's no current. Get right in the shade spot here. Right, finally a fish, a decent fish on a jig. So I gave up on the Senko because, well, decent fish is the right word, but man, something other than a Senko fish. A little 2-pounder. Gotta set that drag a little tighter. Yeah, all right, just a black and blue jig. Probably should have set him more gently down, my bad. But just a dirty jigs, black and blue jigs, skipping in the craw trailer. That sapphire blue tannic water. thought my line was swimming off. All right. Just right there. That was right next to that tree. Super shallow. I gotta get the boat kind of in a safe spot, buddy, and I'll take care of you. All right. Eyeballs down here. I don't know if it's too deep. Yeah, you swimming off with my jig. Not a monster, but still bigger fish every time. Eventually, we'll catch a giant. Yeah, there's you probably can't see over there now, but it's probably 6 inches of water, and you can tell. Keep doing one thing at a time. You can tell like how shallow this fish lives by how like dark it is, and you can even see inside the mouth. But we'll put him back. Go, buddy. Yep. So, last fish was on a channel swing. This fish was on a channel swing. I don't think that last one was as shallow as this one. It was right off a tree, so I think it dropped off more, but we're definitely gonna fish the shallow areas more now. I see a couple like little pockets there, all the way down. And I can just drag a jig right through this. If it comes through cypress knees very well. So let's go see if we can find a bigger one or more. At this point, just more, but a bigger one would be cool. Yeah, we went to this creek here, and it's about 62 degrees, 58 on the. You know, that's not just the river heating up today. That was, I went at the mouth of the river, I checked it, or mouth of this creek, I checked it, and it was 58, and I came in and it was 60, so now it's like 61, 62. But yeah. So this little pocket right here looks just like the one we caught that fish out of. You get all the way to the bottom, and we just kind of keep it on the bottom, dragging it out. I ain't gonna be fishing every one of these, but we end up coming by all this wood and all this other stuff on the way out. I'm getting hung too. It's gonna happen. That will happen from time to time. Just don't yank on it too hard. You don't wanna, oh, see, it came out. But if you yank on it too hard, you'll bury that damn hook. So the color I'm throwing on this jig is that sapphire blue, and if you can kind of see in the water anywhere there's like a stick, you can, this water's actually pretty clear right here. The rest of the river is all blown out with mud, but that color right there, it's not a very natural looking color, but for whatever reason in tannic water works very well. Whether it's the summer and, you know, in a worm color, or June bug works really well too. I'm sure people are familiar with that, but I don't know, it's a jig trailer. It kind of just threw me off for the longest time. That didn't really look that natural, but it doesn't look natural at all. That's what I really mean. But it worked. Anybody want a slightly used vehicle? Minor rust? Little water damage? Is it a bus? What is that? There's a bass in there. Give you a pretty decent look there of, you know, right, in the grass, right on the edge. Okay, we'll check that on the way back out. That's new. Try to get us away. It's a pretty small fish for a jig. You angry? Yeah. So that was just on that grass. I wonder if there are more fish in there. You know, I'd been skipping over all of that grass and just going to the tree, going to the tree, going to the tree, and the shallow cuts like this right here, where you got a nice like flat bank that's really shallow. I think it's warm. I don't know why. I'm just trying to understand why myself, because there have been fish in them. But just not skipping this grass. It's really goes to show you should always keep an open mind. I mean, you can't fish everything, right? Fish this grass, then that stump. You can make it quick though. There's like a little opening like this right here. That's what that last fish was on. It was on the grass, but in like this opening, or not this opening, but the last one. Like right. Yeah. Well, that'll fall down, but you know, just like on the edges, good ambush points for feeding fish. That's another thing, is I haven't gotten bit on the fall. Maybe the Senko's, right? Okay, like, but the jig, it's on the bottom, and I'm slowly dragging it out. That should be good. There's multiple types of cover in here. Little pocket. Oh my. What is that? Oh no. I don't know what that is, but I want a piece. Probably a dogfish. Huh. Thought it was hung. Interesting. That fish wasn't very big, but now it kind of makes me want to play around in this stuff. Great day to be on the water. Absolutely beautiful weather. It's definitely not winter anymore, which is awesome. So caught a few fish on a jig. Had to resort to the wacky rig early on because I just wasn't getting bit, but the moving bait wasn't there, not for me at least. I'm sure somebody found them that way. But keys to today, we're finding a little bit warmer water and cleaner water. So the main river was about 58, depending on where you were, but it was muddy. It was muddy the last time I was out too, but I found some creeks that had clearer water, 3+ feet of visibility. This tannic water, it looks black, but it's really, really clear. And that seemed to be the key. So hope you enjoyed. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.